Hey there, Noble! How's it going? It's me, it's Mr. Wilbur. And it's Friday. And what's the date? That's right, it's May 1st. So I guess you should count yourselves lucky. I fully intended to subject you all to the punishment that is, it's gonna be May. Man, there's a lot going on with these videos, man. It's hard to keep them straight. You've been saved from that particular meme for another year for the time being. Well, regardless, it is Friday, so that means it's Feedback Friday. But first, I must do my due diligence. A couple actual announcements. In case you didn't watch yesterday's video, make sure to check your email for important course registration information. You have until next Friday, May 8th, to select the courses that you want to take next year. If you have not chosen on your own buy-in, your counselors will choose for you. So I'm serious, take some time, read that program of studies. There are so many awesome courses to choose from, and spots may be limited.
Beginner guitar, horror literature, forensic science, robotics, American cinema.
The list goes on. There's another deadline coming up on May 8th, and that is the deadline for ordering your Noble Strong t-shirt. That's right, make sure to order a Noble Strong t-shirt. All the proceeds go to the MS-8060 food service program, who for weeks on end have been tirelessly feeding 650 to 700 students every single week free of charge. Buy a shirt to help support the program. And now let's move into your feedback this week. Now I'm not gonna lie, I'm not getting as many emails as I used to, and I get it. We're all tired. We are all in varying degrees of exhausting and frustrating circumstances. I'm just saying, I absolutely love hearing from you. The first bit of feedback I received on Tuesday. The subject line for this email was Monday Pun Day?
What happened? How can I even know what day it is? I was holding out for a Tuesday time warp, but now I guess it'll have to be a Wednesday wormhole through time and space?
I completely forgot about Monday Pun Day. I mean, I've amassed a lot of segments that kind of come and go willy-nilly. Remember hot tips and hot takes? And then, to make matters worse, the very next day,
I want my pun!
I'm very, very sorry, and frankly, I am ashamed. You deserve better. I assure you, Monday Pun Day will return on an actual Monday this time. I think it'll be the first time it has actually happened on a Monday. In the meantime, I got an email from Corbin Meadows who will hopefully tide you over.
What is Beethoven's favorite fruit?
Banana. Banana.
LOL, I hope you have fun and stay safe. P.S. Could you please say my name because I would like for everyone to know who gave you this super punny pun.
Well, there you have it, Corbin. Thank you for saving the day and frankly, the entire week. Moving on.
Hey, Mr. Wilbur, how do I get premium? I want exclusive BTS, behind the scenes, not the band BTS, footage, and premium early access.
This content is about as premium as it gets. I am giving you the cream of the crop. And also, there's no such thing as early access. Every single morning, I am frantically posting these videos to meet my self-imposed deadline of 8 o'clock. I don't believe I've missed that deadline yet, but it's come very close a couple times. Here's a question, would anybody even notice? But honestly, the behind the scenes isn't a terrible idea. Keep watching. Next week, one of these days, I'll do a quick behind the scenes so you can see how low rent and haphazard this operation really is. Moving on.
Hey, Mr. Wilbur. Hope this finds you doing well. Great job with the AM announcements. I enjoy virtually perusing your library, which is eerily similar to mine. Is that a first edition talisman I see?
I believe it is a first edition. Man, I'm such a fraud. How do you even tell if something's a first edition? I know there's something in the title page that says so, but I'm not exactly certain. This was a thrift store find. Anytime I go into thrift stores, I go straight for the hardcover books. I'm slowly but surely replacing all of my paperbacks with their hardcover counterparts. I prefer reading paperback, but I like the aesthetic of the hardcover. Continuing with the same email.
Anyway, I thought this might pique your fancy. Oddly enough, Tom DeLonge played a major role in this. Didn't realize he was such a space nut.
The Pentagon declassifying 3 videos of what they're calling unexplained aerial phenomena.
Look at that thing. It's rotating.
2 videos showing objects spotted by Navy fighter pilots during training flights in 2015.
Okay, this week, the Pentagon declassified a bunch of UFO videos. So Tom DeLonge was the guitarist and co-lead vocalist of the band Blink-182, one of Mr. Wilbur's favorite bands. But then like 10 years ago, he quit the band, started this company dedicated to uncovering the truth about aliens, and then started going on all sorts of podcasts talking about how he's talking to government officials, how Tom DeLonge of Blink-182 is the only person who could deliver the truth about aliens and the government and the conspiracy. So of course my opinion on Tom DeLonge evolved into incredibly talented musician and songwriter, also madman. So last year, Tom DeLonge released a bunch of videos of UFOs saying, "Hey, I found these, the government has given me early clearance to release them." Those are clearly fake, because he's clearly a madman. And now a year later, the actual Pentagon re-releases the exact same videos. So now I guess my opinion of Tom DeLonge is incredibly talented musician and songwriter, still a madman, but I guess right this time? So what are these videos?
I'm not saying they're aliens. Could be extra-dimensional beings. Could be us from the future going back in time. Could be Marty McFly and Doc Brown. Could be the next stage of human evolution, a mutant, an X-Man.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm just saying there's way too much stuff going on right now to worry about aliens. And now let's move on to our word of the day, brought to you by Mr. Parr. This week's words of the day have all been genres of music, and today's word is grunge. Grunge music is a fusion of punk rock and heavy metal. Its roots come from the 1980s Seattle, Washington punk rock scene, and it ended up becoming the signature sound of the early 90s. Bands like Soundgarden, Mudhoney, the Smashing Pumpkins, and of course Nirvana broke through and popularized grunge and voiced the concerns and struggles of an entire generation, while inspiring millions of people to wear thrift store clothing. Here's an example of the genre from one of the most successful grunge bands of all time, Pearl Jam. And now it's time for This Day in History, brought to you by Mrs. Perkins. On this day, in 1707, the Act of Union joined the Kingdom of England and the Kingdom of Scotland to form the Kingdom of Great Britain. In 1931, the Empire State Building in New York City was dedicated by President Hoover from the White House in Washington, D.C. And last, and here's a big one, in 1999, SpongeBob SquarePants premiered on Nickelodeon after the 1999 Kids' Choice Awards. Oh!
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob SquarePants!
And now it's time for our pet of the day. Today's staff pet of the day goes to Ms. Stowell. Many of the kids know him already, but this is Coda. He is named after the cub in one of my favorite Disney movies, Brother Bear. I never actually met Coda, but I remember you talking a lot about the process of actually getting him. You all know I'm a huge Disney fanatic, but somehow I've never seen Brother Bear. I mean, I've seen Fun and Fancy Free, Make Mine Music, but I've somehow never seen Brother Bear. Or Home on the Range, actually. Remember the cow one? And our student pet of the day goes to Riley Holder. His name is Bentley. He has skin cancer and I don't know what's going to happen, but we love him very much. Can you please put him on? That would be very nice. It's my pleasure, Riley. I'm sorry to hear about Bentley's skin cancer. Keeping Bentley in my thoughts, hoping for the best, my man. That about does it for today. So at this point, please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, everybody, have a great weekend. Do something that makes you feel good, makes you feel fulfilled. Get outside, read a book, and as always, stay noble knights.